Hey, Brad, how's Australia going? It's your Aunt Gladys. People keep telling me I look just like the mushroom murder lady. Who is that? She sounds attractive. Okay, well, my beef Wellington's getting cold, so I better go eat. Yum, yum.
It's recording.
Okay, awesome.
This is it. You're going to leave the cans on. You're sticking it? Okay.
I'm going to try it for a while, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, this is a first for Hey, Brad, how's Australia going? That's the name of the show. I don't know if you knew that.
Yep.
You did?
I did. Well, I think you told me or I saw it online.
You saw it online.
I think it did stay in my brain.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting a like from you, though, on any of my posts. It's important.
No, I muted you. But that was the last thing that I saw.
Okay, that was the last thing. You're like, I'm done. Well, that's the point of the podcast, I guess, is like, if you're going to put me on the spot, make me figure out a point to this thing. I guess it's like to, talk to Australian people that I kind of know. Yeah. And learn more about them and the psychology of being from a, sub-country kind of thing, like, and being
Sorry, can you? What do you mean by that?
just a lesser,
right.
place.
Okay.
Just kind of like a second-rate, dirty, fly-ridden hellhole. And also, you're Italian, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. No, we're not going to get into that. All right, my guest. This is Hey, Brad, how's Australia going? Very pleased to have my guest, Andrew Portelli, here today. He is a fixture of the Melbourne stand-up comedy scene. And nice guy. Feel free to jump in here at any point.
Who are you talking to? Why are you talking that way?
My mother.
I'm right here.
I'm just letting my mom know who you are, all right?
Okay.
She needs a little bit of context.
Sure.
Mom, he's a nice guy. Thanks for watching. I feel safe with him. It's going to be fine. All right. I wrote down, a long list of questions here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
Wow, you got such a dynamic presence. This is really only your second episode.
We're finding our footing.
Yep.
I like to say we as if this is like
a movement.
There's other people involved in here.
Yeah.
You were out last night. You were on the beers, as they say here. So you did a gig.
Yes, I
in
did.
the city.
Yes.
How was that?
It was awesome. Yeah. I did Basement Comedy Club.
Is that in the Morris House basement?
It's a good show.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
And who runs that?
Carl Chandler.
Carl Chandler runs that.
Yeah.
Well, he's got his finger in a lot of pots around here.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. When did you start doing stand-up?
First ever set was 2009, and then second set was 2012, and then I kept going.
Oh, you did one set in 2009.
Yeah.
And then for 3 years.
I finished my university degree, and then once I started working after uni, I started doing stand-up more because it was such a crazy, intoxicating experience, and I just couldn't think all week, and I was trying to do well at uni, so I thought I have to just make sure that I finish this first and then get back to it.
So you had a sense of this is kind of what I want to do, I think, but I can't. If I dip even a toe in, I'll go nuts and be totally committed to this.
It was like trying like meth.
Yeah.
And but you're also studying to get a law degree.
You were studying law.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And so you go, well, I don't want to do meth right now. Actually, I can't. But once I'm actually working,
I'm gonna love meth eventually.
When I've got a bit more time, I'd love to return to meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how it felt. I was just, it was just such a crazy and I just felt like once I did it once, all I could think about was, is this a bit? Is this a bit? Is this a joke? And
that bothered you.
Just seeing everything through that lens, and I felt like my brain wouldn't be able to cope with that. I would become one of those people who's always on.
Which you are. Every time I see this guy, I'm like,
I would say,
stop running your bits past me,
I'm
buddy.
rarely on. I'm barely on when I'm on stage. But I just had this feeling like my brain wasn't strong enough to deal with it at that time.
That's so interesting because most people in that situation who are doing a degree or something would get a taste of this, and if they were going to pursue it, they'd be like, yeah, fuck my law degree. I just want to do this. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll still do my degree, but I'm going to keep doing stand-up because obviously I love this. But you were able to just be like, put that in a box for 3 years. I mean.
Well, also because I started in Perth, in WA, which is Western Australia for your mum. But I didn't even know that there was stand-up that you could do.
Oh, you weren't aware of a scene
not at all.
in Perth.
And even once I became aware of the scene, I was like, oh, and this doesn't lead to anything. There's nowhere that you go beyond getting onto the one, or like I think there were 2 paid shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then that. So the idea of like, I won't finish my law degree because I'm going to do stand up. I didn't think that anyone could do stand up. So it would have been really crazy if I'd done that. And
yeah. All right. So
I didn't think it was a real thing.
Yeah.
Even once I started doing it, I didn't think it was a real thing for like 7 years.
When you got into it in 2012 and
Yeah.
started pursuing it, you didn't really think of it as a real thing. I mean,
It was
you
just
were
a hobby.
aware of famous comedians.
Yeah, but I didn't know any, and I didn't know of any who had started who'd been in Perth. I'd never met any, like, I just knew like some guys who headlined and they were good, but it didn't seem like it was really even that real for them. You know, it just seemed like very like hobby, like, you know, this is a hobby.
Well, that
but
seems
it's all
to be
semi-professional.
The way that I feel like here is a little bit. Do
Yeah.
you agree? I mean, the stakes always feel quite low, and people are just sort of like,
Yeah.
how far can we really take this? Let's just.
There's definitely that in the background in Australia, but I mean, like Melbourne is way bigger than Perth.
Sure. It's the biggest in the
in
country.
Australia, yeah. And it's way, way, way bigger than Perth was back then.
Yeah.
And there are like quite a few like working comedians or very successful comedians who live in Melbourne or started in Melbourne or came out of Melbourne, whatever. So there is at least like a very sort of faint kind of pathway compared to Perth, where there was nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, coming from America, yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Like, it does seem like it's very like much smaller. It is for sure. Yeah.
This is my like 4th stand-up scene that
Yeah.
I've tried to crack,
Sure.
and it is by far the most difficult experience I've had.
Really? Which were
But-
the others?
Detroit, L.A., and New York.
Wow.
Yeah, not necessarily getting on shows, but just being like, oh yeah, there's Brad. Hey, come, let's shoot the shit. We're all buddies
Oh,
here, and maybe
yeah.
we'll hang out outside of comedy. Like, that is not on offer at all. But I don't want to be like, oh, it's Melbourne's fault. It could just be an age thing. We've talked about this. You know, you can sort of age out of
Oh, for sure.
that sort of vibe where people are like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
it's cool that you're here, but like, you're super old, so, you know,
Yeah.
don't harsh the vibe.
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit.
Well, I mean, I'm 38.
You're 38. I thought you were
yeah.
36.
Oh, okay.
I'm not attracted to you anymore. This sucks.
And yeah, I mean, it's not cool to like for me to be chasing my dream. It's fucking sad.
But you've been established in this scene. Like, when did you start feeling like I'm a regular performer here, and like I can walk into any show and people are gonna know, other comics are gonna know who I am, and I can probably get up, that kind of feeling.
I mean, like, well, apart from the last part about like probably get up, I mean, I could do that at some open mics. That's it.
Yeah.
But I can, like, I do most of the big shows now, but that was probably when I felt like, oh, okay, well, I've at least gotten on to like all the the bigger clubs and stuff like that. That was maybe 4 years ago or something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, now I'd say I feel pretty comfortable.
It's smooth sailing for you right now.
I wouldn't say that. Like, I mean, you always like, I would love to be doing way more shows, and I'd love to be, you know, like touring more and all that sort of stuff. But I do feel comfortable. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because something people say about you, I don't know if you're aware of this, but besides that you're very, very attractive and you have this sexual energy that
Sure.
comes out just naturally.
Like, sort of like a charisma, magnetism.
Yeah, that kind of thing. People, I would, bring you up or something. When I once brought up like, oh, none of these Melbourne comics really want to be in Melbourne. They're just doing this to get to wherever, the UK or somewhere else.
Sure.
And somebody be like, well, Portelli, he wants to be in Melbourne like forever. You know, he's going to be a Melbourne lifer or something. Do you agree with that narrative, or are you like, no,
Yeah.
I would totally fucking go to London if I
would like to make it work in Australia. I don't think I would move anywhere unless, like, I certainly wouldn't start again anywhere else.
Yeah, what could even get you to another? Because everywhere you go, you're going to be starting again unless you're
Well, I mean, yeah, some
Jim
Australian
Jeffries or something.
Yeah, some Australian comedians, like, they make a connection overseas and then they go over and they're at sort of a better level. I'm more focused on, like, I'd like to just buy a house and have a kid and keep doing comedy and stuff like
You want to have a kid
that. For sure, yeah.
and buy a house.
Yeah, well, you inspired me because you seem really
Yeah,
happy.
because it all went so great for me. Thank you.
Like, I want to keep doing this, but I don't want it to ruin my life.
Yeah.
Like, I already live, my family's all in WA. I don't want to move further away from them. Like, I already live quite far. So
And those are good relationships with the family.
we're all close. So I just wanted to do it in a way where I wasn't going to look back and just feel like, what the fuck did I do that for? You know,
Mhm.
that's why I wouldn't start again in, you know, like London or New York. That's so far, as you know, like
Yeah.
it's so far, and
It's painfully
all the
far.
people I'm close to are here, and I'm in a relationship, you know, and we want to do all this stuff. So that's why I sort of want to make it work in Australia.
Yeah.
But like the people who are successful in Australia, I don't see them as, oh, you're just successful in Australia. I see them as, you're successful. Like, I think the best Australian comedians are good by international standards. So I don't think that you need to move to become good.
You seem like mentally like well adjusted to me.
Okay.
Like you seem like your parents raised you correctly and with a lot of support and taught you what's important in life. And you just have sort of like an ease you carry with you that helps you weather life's storms. Is that?
Oh, that's very nice.
Do you think that's
Is
accurate?
are you being sincere?
Yeah. I mean, you seem like you're very level-headed about comedy. You're not like beating yourself up about this or that, or I got to get more. I got to,
Sure.
I'm sure you have your ambitions. We all
Yeah.
do. But would that be right that you feel good about the way you were brought up?
Yeah. Every family has its issues.
Sure.
But yeah, we're all still close.
Yeah. Your parents are together?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think it's also because, like, I mean, for me, this is all so ridiculous because I already have or had a career as a lawyer.
Oh, you actually carried out. You took your degree and got a
worked-
lawyer job.
Yeah, I was like, I think for like 8 or 9 years.
Oh, jeez. Were you in the courtrooms and stuff? And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
wow, you were talking to the judges.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, were you a hot shot? You wore a suit and everything.
Is that what counts as a hot shot for you? It's like, wow, and the
That guy's
suit
got a suit.
with
What a
the
fucking-
tie. And did you have a belt?
What a fat cat! Look at those black shoes. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. I did all that.
And the lawyer to comedy thing is actually quite common, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one guy who died. What was his name in New York?
Oh, Greg Giraldo.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you know your stuff.
Yeah, there are quite a few over here as well.
I wonder what the connection is there, because you're standing up and you're presenting these arguments. Maybe there's something to that.
You're like a talking sort of person.
Yeah.
Probably you have some kind of insecurity that's motivating you.
But when you were doing stand up, you weren't working as a lawyer at this.
I
at the same time.
was.
You were okay.
Yeah, for like I think seven years.
Shit.
Yeah, and I was for most of that I was working a lot, and then doing comedy at night. So yeah, by the time I quit my law job, I was just so burnt out.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
late 2019, and then luckily with COVID, I got
Oh, is that recent that you
2 years.
stopped lawyering? 2019.
Yeah, and then I got 2 years to really decompress.
Wow.
So
I mean,
for-
do you feel like a success now?
No, of course not.
No, you don't.
I've got 3,000 followers on Instagram. Like, I don't know how.
I mean, this is why I think you're successful. You do a festival show every year.
Yeah.
You make your money back from
Yes.
renting out the whatever.
Yeah.
You have
Plus, I make some money.
yes. Excuse me. Oh my god.
I make a little bit.
Didn't
Also.
mean to insult you. You make a living at comedy. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe you have to go back and do bits and pieces, whatever. But you're making your living at this crazy thing that nobody should even try. I mean, what would be successful to you? Do you think that would you be like, oh, I'm good. I'm good for a while.
I think it's just money. Like that's
So you said money's not important to you. So what are you talking about?
no, but there's like I don't need to make $1 million. But I just want to make like enough money that it's not a crazy mistake for me not to just go back to working in an office.
Did that feeling get more intensified once you realized that the person you're with, you want to, build a life with?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But she's a supportive. She's not being like, Andrew, you better fucking figure this shit out, man. We need a house.
Well,
You don't have to put her on blast. I'm just saying.
No. First of all, she respects me a lot.
What's that like?
And she believes that I will one day be a successful comedian.
But she agrees that you're not successful now.
Well, this is what I know is I asked her,
Am I successful?
do you believe that I'll be a successful?
Oh my God. What a
comedian one
scary
day?
question to ask your partner.
And she went, yeah. So
Did you like the first and the eyes moving around the head?
I heard the yeah.
You heard
So
the yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
good for you.
I think we're good.
That's that positive mindset that your parents instilled in you.
I'm going to get it to where she's making eye contact as she says it.
That's next year.
Long term. That's my
Yeah,
goal.
you guys got lots of time to get that eye contact going.
Yeah,
Does she think you're funny?
I think so.
Does she think your stand-up is funny? Do you ever have to explain your stand-up to her and tell her why it's funny and tell her why she's wrong?
Like definitely, I've tried like individual jokes on her, and she's like, But
you workshop with her a little bit.
I try not to, but sometimes you write something and then you're just so like impatient to say it to someone.
Yep.
But I mean, she's come to shows, and I've done well. So it's sort of like if someone sees you really doing well on a show and they go, I don't think you're funny.
Yeah.
That's the easiest opinion to reject.
You can shrug that off.
You
Yeah.
go, well, I mean, you're wrong. Like,
Right. But I mean, I would obviously, if that happened, I would question the relationship a little bit. If my partner was like, yeah, all those people were laughing, but I really didn't get it.
yeah,
I just don't like it.
yeah. Well, she goes like, oh yeah, well, everyone was laughing, I was laughing, so everything seems to be in order.
Everything seems in order.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that
She's
I
very
don't think that I'm her
matter-of-fact.
favorite.
No.
But I think she's like, she can see that people are laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, she's not blind or deaf.
Yeah, and she's not. I don't think she's trying to like undermine my confidence.
That's good.
by going, you're actually shit.
No, I'm interested in your personal relationships, and I hope that's not invasive. But how much do you prioritize male friendship? This is always a question I like to. I'm curious about other men and like because you're around.
You're curious.
I'm curious about men. I'm curious. Here's my deal. I don't really have any friends. Like especially since I stopped drinking 4 months ago. Because getting a beer is just such a easy.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you want to get a coffee or something? Oh God, is something wrong?
Mm.
You want to get a coffee? What happened? So there's nobody that I have like that. I just wondered, like, do you care about? I mean, you seem like a pretty solitary guy because you have your partner, and that fulfills a lot of companionship, and then you see people at stand up.
Yeah, I sort of put all my needs onto her.
Sure, as every guy I think does. That's the stereotype about like
one-stop shop.
Yeah, women can continue their friendships even in a relationship, but men sort of like go into the.
No, I've got friends like
outside of comedy. Do you have?
Yeah. A lot of my friends don't live in Melbourne, so like so
I wouldn't believe it, but same here.
Like one of my close friends lives in Canada.
No way.
And I mean, I guess I'm blanking on what other friends I have, but I've got one friend who's in Canada, and I talk to my dad a lot on the phone as well. So
that doesn't really count, Andrew. That's not what I'm talking about. Everybody talks to their fucking dad. Well, I don't talk to my dad on the phone, but
so I got two friends. One lives in Canada, and one's my dad.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say that I've got like a small number of close friends.
Yeah.
But male and female.
Do you meet up with male or female comedians just to not do comedy, or just to?
I used to do it more. I mean, definitely it was a bigger part of it.
When everybody was single and drinking
like just
harder.
And like I definitely have friends in comedy, but also comedy itself is more and more just like a work thing, So
you treat it that way, yeah.
Yeah, so I try not to put my whole life into it or make it my whole life.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's healthy.
Do you think everybody's hanging out without you because you're too old now? I just want somebody else who's old.
Like a projecting.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You come in here and accuse me of all this weird shit. This is my podcast. I'd like to set the tempo.
Yeah, do you think that everyone's hanging out without me? I mean, you.
All right, you got me. Yeah, I'm projecting
I don't
on
know.
you.
I mean, I'm sure they are, which is fine. I'm glad. I'm glad that they're having fun.
Do you think that the scene, like when you were young, like when I was younger in New York and being in my 20s, just drinking all the time,
Yeah.
It was like a problem. You're out every night drinking, and just these are the people you're with all the time, and and I've maintained friendships with a lot of those people.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I was 40 and still in New York, if that would still exist, or if everybody had just sort of like.
Well, what are those people doing in their lives now?
Like a lot of the male comics married female comics.
Yep.
And they're together all the time, and I don't know what that's like. I guess they're just doing bits left and right, laughing it up. But yeah, everybody's sort of settled into.
Are they all hanging out together
life
now?
More than they're hanging out with me. I see stuff on Instagram, and I get some feelings about it. I wish I was in there.
Yeah,
but
I mean, if you lived over there, you might be hanging out with them, but you probably wouldn't be hanging out with the 25-year-olds.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't want to be, right?
No.
Because that would feel sad.
It would.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I moved here. I was thinking I'm married to an Australian and I have to move here. But as far as approaching the stand-up scene, I was like, dude, this will be a fucking breeze.
Yeah.
I'm a New York comic with zero credits.
Do you think that you approached it with the right amount of humility? Looking back,
I'm a nice person. I didn't walk into rooms.
That's not what I asked you.
No, I didn't approach it with the right amount of humility. But I was humbled immediately. So then my humility, I'll carry that with me for the rest of my life. I suppose if I had come here and become an instant success, what would that even mean? And I know myself. I'd be like, wait a second, I'm huge in Australia, but America doesn't give a fuck about me. Then I would like hyper focus on that. I would just never be happy.
Yeah.
Because you and I are very different in that way. I think I'm always focused on what's wrong and why didn't this happen? Why did regret, remorse?
Maybe that should be the title of your podcast.
regret, remorse. Yeah. That's not bad. Quadruple R. I thought it would be not a breeze, but just like, it's just another scene. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll Arj Barker did well, so he's American, which equals I'm American, which means I'll be fine.
But like Dave Attell's American.
Yeah,
I think if he moved here,
he would
even at
do
his
all
age,
right.
he would do really well.
Right. So
Yeah.
you're saying you can't blame
think-
it on anything except comedic skill.
I think it's always
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
mean, this is maybe a very American thing, but I think it's up to the individual.
Jesus. Why is it an American thing?
Just like the sort of culture,
Yeah.
individualism.
Do you think Australians more friendly or more inclusive? 'Cause
No.
let me tell you what happened when I came into the stand-up comedy scene here.
I was there.
Yes, I know. What I wanted to come back to was age. Of course, you can't blame your age on like doing poorly at shows.
Yeah.
It comes down to your material and the way you present yourself and stuff. But it is awkward coming into a scene at in your late 30s and like I could be your father. I could be.
Yeah.
You're 21. I could literally be your dad.
But I think I hear what you're saying, and I agree. But I think a lot of that stuff, it's as awkward as you make it, and you just have to be really clear on, like, what's actually happening. Because, like, yes, you are much older. So am I. I still do heaps of open mics,
Right.
and I'm older than a lot of people, even people that I'm like friendly with. But I'm also like, yeah, I'm fucking 38, like, and you're 25. So it doesn't really make sense for us to be friends.
Yeah, super chummy just because we both do the same thing.
And also, I should be better at this than you are because I've been doing it longer and I'm more of a person because I've had more experiences and more time to reflect on my life and I have more time during the day to write and all these reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're older than people, but you're funny, they won't go like, oh, come over, we're going to have a sleepover or whatever that generation does. But
You think they do that?
But I don't know, but they will like respect you and they will book you. So I don't think it's like the age thing isn't, and plenty of people start late and do really well. So I don't.
That's true. A lot of people don't start until they're 40.
So all I would say about it is I think it's fine as long as you're not approaching it the same way that you approached, doing shows in New York when you were in your 20s. Because obviously you're not that person anymore, so you can't use the same approach.
What kind of approach are you supposed to have? I mean, how...
For you? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah. Like, how should I be, like, around people?
So you have, like, quite a lot of experience as a comedian.
Yeah.
And especially, like, in relative terms at those gigs. So come with, like, really, like, prepared material that you've worked on. And just do your set and kill and then leave and let other people talk about you. You don't need to like network your way into stuff like that because
you have to kill every time.
Not every time, but you just need, it's not that hard to be good at an open mic in relative terms to like compared to people who've been doing it for 2 years. So by those standards, yeah, you should kill. And then just gradually, like, work your way onto better shows. Like, it's not rocket science.
I just overthink it, I guess. Yeah, because I do go to these open mics, right? And sometimes I just eat shit. And with new material, I don't want to pull out the classics. But
it might be worth pulling out the classics. Because I've been hearing about these classics. I've never seen them myself, but I'd love to see them like, at least once.
Yeah. Well, it's all very New York coded, and
Sure.
they wouldn't get it here. So.
Well, that is a problem because you live here.
Yeah. Well,
and that's another thing is like just sort of. I say this because like I had to do all this shit, like all that stuff about like accept where you're at and stuff like that. And it's like, well. Yeah, you're performing in Australia to Australians, so they're not necessarily going to get your references if you're talking about, whatever.
The Mets.
Yank bullshit.
All my Mets material.
Yeah, or, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not that they are stupid. They just live in the country in which they live.
Right.
You should do something about how America and Australia are different.
Do you think they are, though?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely are. They
They are.
definitely are. What's crazy is we get so much American culture here. You would have noticed it living here now is the amount of like American shows and movies that we get. It's like 70% American, 20% British, 10% Australian, you know.
Yeah.
But what's weird is walking around New York, I had this weird feeling like, oh, this feels more real in some ways than Australia does because I've seen
Interesting.
it through screens so many times.
Interesting.
Like I was walking through Brooklyn and, you know, like the brownstones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is Sesame Street. I'm on Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm.
And they left out a crucial detail from Sesame Street, which is that there's fucking trash everywhere and rats.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
You know,
it's part of the beauty.
but that's, you know, like there's all that sort of, there's so much to talk about with that stuff. Like you've got such a massive advantage from anyone who lives here because Australians love hearing foreigners talk about us because we don't understand. Well, I understand what's going on, but the plebs,
You get it, man.
but
The plebs,
they don't.
the
But
lay
they,
people.
yeah, they don't get, or you know, they don't think, or like it's hard to have a clear perspective on your own culture. And America's definitely different enough from Australia.
Yeah, I remember you saying that to me that I had an advantage, and that was like, what, 3 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really capitalized on the advantage
Yeah.
of being American, and I wonder if it has set me back. Not being American, but just my own narrative about myself being American here
Mm.
and what I should be able to do with that, or how I think I come off versus how I actually come off.
Mm.
And then I get in my head like, oh my, everybody thinks I'm like this American fucking asshole, cocky, you know.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. And
No, that's not it at all. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. Is I think, and I think this is true for like everyone. Is stand up is like so. In some ways, it's so straightforward and easy. But what makes it hard is that we like constantly get in our own way. Like that's most of it is just removing all the things you're doing that are blocking people from seeing you
Yeah.
in the best light.
Yeah.
Or in a funny way.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like all that overthinking shit is poison.
So much. And for me, it always feels very high stakes to do stand up here because I'm like, I have to prove to myself, to these other comedians and these people that I'm like a nice guy, first of all, somebody they could get a beer with. And also I have really cool material that's really funny and fresh. And I put that, and then of course.
Oh yeah, well that
I
is the best
bomb.
way to do stand up is just to put as much pressure on it as possible.
Yeah. But I had such a bad set. I was telling Festuca about this my last pod ep. I had such a bad time one night. I quit drinking the next day. It was just such a bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But I haven't done stand up in those 4 months.
Sure.
Maybe
get back
that's-
to an open mic. Maybe you'll start running or something.
I run. I already run.
Nice. Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. On a treadmill.
Isn't that cool though? Like that stand up has the ability to
Ruin your life
I was going to say improve your life
by being so.
well, it's like
painful.
this. Yeah, it's like this mirror, like a very.
Yeah.
So
It is a
Why
mirror.
did you quit drinking? Because you bombed? Were you drunk on stage?
No, I was just I'd been drinking before the show, not like getting drunk, and then I drank during the show, and then like after the show I went and had a beer somewhere by myself, and I was just like, this is so sad. I'm just like, and I noticed like nobody at the show was drinking.
What was the show?
It wasn't really a show. It was an open mic.
Okay,
But I don't want to tell the audience.
that's okay.
I want the audience to
I
know.
also do open mics. It's fine. I mean,
I know.
yeah,
All right.
certainly in Melbourne, like you have to do open mics.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But also they're not really open mics.
Or whatever they are.
They're Facebook pre-booked
Yes.
bad shows
Yes.
that they call open mics.
You have to do bad shows. Yeah.
Yeah. It
That's
was
fun.
it was DTs.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
It's a bad vibe. And I noticed, the more and more I was noticing, comedians don't really drink at shows here.
Yeah.
Like and also you're 40, and also you just bombed, and also like, what are you doing? And I just realized like I was more and more using alcohol to feel less alone, even though I was drinking alone more. And it was like, what am I doing? You know? So
Yeah.
I just feel like this lonely, sad guy drinking has to die. I'll just be lonely, sad, sober guy.
But that's good.
It is good. I feel great about it.
Yeah.
But I feel sad about stand up a little bit.
Yeah. But it's like a continuing thing. Like, you don't lose until you die or quit or whatever.
Yeah, unless you say like I'm totally done.
Yeah.
Then there's still this window where. But I just need to change my relationship to it, man. Because like it's hard. I you can tell yourself one thing, and say I'm gonna feel this way about this, and then but you know that you didn't really convince yourself of that.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna approach stand up as this fun thing that I do.
Yep.
If I bomb, I bomb. Maybe I'll meet some people. Who cares? And then after I bomb, I'm like, I'm such a piece of shit. I'm never gonna be Kevin Hart, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like you get that old version of you comes back.
I mean, well, it sounds like you've at least identified what's going on. It's your
I'm
relationship
aware.
with it. It's
Yeah.
not like you're incapable of being funny. I remember when you first moved here, your material was so good. And I was like, damn, this guy's really funny.
Oh, thank you.
I was excited. And then I don't know if you like disappeared or.
Yeah, during COVID, I didn't do stand up at all.
Oh, true.
For
yeah.
like 3 years.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't know if you watch sport or whatever, but
Not really. And I didn't think you did either.
I do. Like players get injured or they go through a bad form or whatever like that. But with sports, like their window at most is like 10 years, most of them.
Yeah.
And then it's
Sure.
over.
They become broadcasters or whatever.
Or they just crash out, whatever. But stand up, you have such a long window. You know?
Yeah, true.
And, like you're a good year from being on like every good show. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you could work out your shit, get it, get it together, like
my mental
come up
health,
with new material and stuff like that.
Oh, material too? Fuck. Okay, go on.
It's you're like things can change so quickly. So
Yeah.
that's like the advantage of doing this is you just you can get it wrong many times. You only need to get it right for a year, and then you can sort of and things are completely different. And I mean, it happens. Like even here, it happens. People blow up doing shit on social media.
Yeah, and you're doing more social media stuff now as well with the reels.
I'm trying. Yeah, that to me, like I feel the same way about social media that you feel about stand up, which is like, man, I got to figure this shit out. It's so fucking depressing.
Yeah, right.
It's truly grim, but
It is.
yeah,
grim.
I'm trying. It does seem like you have to. So
You've got to contemplate the algorithm and
yeah, and you just got
to
to
know it.
do this thing. Well, I don't even really want to fucking do. I don't think it's really a transferable skill. I don't think it makes you better at stand up. I think
Certainly not, but it can raise your profile.
it raises your profile. You can get on better shows, but I'm just worried that it'll make me worse at stand up.
How could it make you worse?
Because I'm spending all this time and mental energy making these fucking videos for these apps
Fucking
that
idiots.
well, no, for these apps that I hate. Like I hate
Yeah.
social media. I hate when I scroll. I don't respect myself.
It's
I-
very sad.
You know,
yeah.
like the whole thing is like, yeah, the idea of like, oh, you have to contribute to this ecosystem that you don't even want to be part of. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, but you feel compelled to be involved because you
Well, it
want to
just
raise
seems
your
like-
profile.
The writing's on the wall, right? Like there's no,
Yeah, you don't think pure stand-up would, unless you're doing crowd work reels every day.
yeah, you need to do all this bullshit.
Yeah.
And probably that's why my social media sucks, is because the whole time I'm doing it, I'm like, this sucks and this is bullshit, which is not.
Oh, I don't think that comes through speaking as a fan and a viewer.
Okay.
I don't think that I'm like, oh, this guy
I'm
seems so resentful.
I might put it on the screen then in text form. This sucks. Fuck
I mean, it's you seem like it's very hard to tell what you're thinking because you sort of are one of those guys who has like one mode. A little bit, you know what I mean?
Ultra mode.
It's ultra.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe is why
Sort of like a cool, strong, confident, but sexy kind of mode.
Little dark. It's a dark aura.
Oh, okay. But dark, but like
in a good way.
In a positive way. That's
in a very
actually
sexy way.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of it.
Exciting.
I was wondering if that helps your stand up because you didn't really have to like choose like I wonder what my persona is going to be, you know, because you could only really be yourself.
Well, that's interesting because I think that I mean I cycled through so many different like tried so many different things.
Did you? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder if I'm the only one who's like done that and felt like who the fuck I'm still don't really know. But for you I felt like it must have been pretty identifiable.
No.
early.
No. I mean with like my material was so schizophrenic for the first 7 years or 8 years or something that I was doing it. I think because I was just so uncomfortable on stage and I also didn't know like what I was trying to get across or like what was funny about me or anything like that. So like that's what I was saying is like you just do all this unnecessary bullshit that makes you less funny. Yeah. There's already a funny person there, but they're underneath all the layers of crap.
Right.
Yeah. It's a process of like subtraction rather than addition.
Figuring out what doesn't work. Like I remember early on, I was like, I'm going to be the one-liner guy. I'm going to be another one of the one-liner guys. No, I'm going to tell like these long stories, you know.
But I mean, that thought process is insane, right?
Yeah.
Is to be sitting there with no skills in any domain and go, I'm going to be the one-liner guy. It's like, who are you talking to? Like,
and then I went and tried all these one-liners and like, oh my God, I hate shit.
I think you got to like walk on the stage and look at the audience, like really look at them, don't avoid them, and sort of feel like something funny might happen. And then if you feel like you're able to smile, then smile at them.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And if you don't feel like you're able to smile, that's okay. Don't smile. And then you sort of have to start your set.
This sounds like finding a presence a little bit.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to smile at them or not.
Well, I don't know if you do either.
Hey, I like to smile at them. I like to smile at them as I walk on. I like to give them a big smile.
Yeah.
And
that sets a good intention for the rest of the set, you think?
Yeah. And also because I used to be scared to smile at them.
Oh.
And I'm not scared anymore. Now I like smiling at them because I want them to have a good time. So I smile at them.
So the smile means
we're
going to have a good time.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like I'm happy to be there. So I wanted to show like I'm happy.
Yeah. That's good.
But what I'm trying to say is like however you feel is like you should just show them that.
What if you're in a grumpus mood? Do you show them that?
No, I mean that's like it's your job. Like you're at work. So you know, like if you go to see the doctor and the doctor's had a shit day, you still don't want the doctor to take it out on you. But also that's part of the skill is like you're like it's comedy. You know, like isn't comedy you're meant to take a frown and turn it upside down?
Yeah.
And how can you do it for them if you can't do it for yourself?
What would make you feel like this was a failure? Did you ever have a period where you were beating yourself up a lot or feeling like shit about comedy and feeling like really bleak?
Of course. Yeah. I would say like definitely the first 2 years in Melbourne. Yeah. But working out your mental approach is the actual, like that's one of the big skills involved, especially somewhere like here where you have to be like really finished and good to get anywhere. No one here, there's no industry here or hardly any.
You think not?
Well, there's hardly any. And there's not like a thing where you just have momentum just because you're doing stand-up. Like I think you have to be quite good even to work. Yeah, so I mean, I spent years feeling like, oh, this is pointless, but I was just approaching it as a hobby, so it didn't matter that much.
Yeah.
But
if it was just a hobby, that wouldn't give you like a dark night of the soul feeling about how it was going.
it just meant that I could keep going even though it seemed pointless. But I had enough other good stuff happening in my life that I didn't feel that depressed. But in terms of like actual, like just purely doing stand-up, I think the first few years for most people is, unless you get lucky or unless you're good straight away, you're just fighting despair. Like even the idea that this could be something that you could get better at, it seems so remote. And part of it is you just have to like work through that and get better and then go, oh, okay, so that wasn't true. Like those feelings weren't true. That's just how I felt at that time. Yeah. So, I spent ages in all of those stages. Yeah. I would say, heaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now you don't really have that going on. You feel pretty...
Well, no, now I probably have those same feelings, but it's about other stuff. It's about
the
like
money.
It's about social media and making a good living. Like now that's where all my despair is like, oh, how the fuck do you do this shit? But yeah, you know,
you're not in therapy or
I did all that during COVID, but
you did like the FaceTime therapy and all that.
Yeah, but not anymore. No.
So you feel like you accomplished what you had to set out?
I think I finished it.
Yeah,
I think I'm pretty.
That's amazing, man. I wonder what that's like. Did you have a set of issues you wanted to get into with the therapist, or you were just like?
Yeah, and I'm happy to discuss them on this podcast.
Are you for real?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Are you a pretty private guy? You think?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but you finished my therapy is like an ongoing thing, and I'm like, when is this gonna end? I guess, but that's cool that you. I don't want to harp on it, obviously, but it's cool that you feel like you got it.
It's
settled.
Yeah, it's locked in. So
yeah, man, that's great. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. You know, we don't have like a million viewers. Maybe someday we'll have a lot of viewers, but if there's anything you want to plug, I'll just, obviously your Instagram handle and stuff, but
just check out my website. It's www.andrewportelli.com.
Nice.
And my Instagram is Enter the Portman, and then I have a new one which is Portelli Comedy.
That's where you're gonna put all your reels and stuff, or that's mostly.
Well, at the moment, I'm trying to get people to go onto my new one because my old one is.
Is that one going to become more for friends and close people?
I don't know. It's just hard to get people to move. So,
why do you want them to move?
I was having issues with Facebook and Meta on my old account, and so I'm just trying to like start a fresh account, but it's not going that well. So I'm just sort of leaving it as this kind of confusing thing.
All right. So enter the Portman if you want to be asked to move to Portelli Comedy.
Yeah. But also, my website's really good.
Yeah, andrewportelli.com.
Yeah, so have a look at that.
Have a look at that.
And
he's doing shows all over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you doing another festival show this year?
I'm doing
next year.
Yeah, Perth Fringe, Adelaide Fringe, Melbourne, and hopefully Sydney. And the tickets are. There are links on my website.
Wow. And all these fringes, do you have to buy your own? You have to rent your own place to do it all the time?
Yeah.
Ah, so you're putting all this money up front? Fuck. Do you ever get nervous? Like, I mean, I would get nervous about the money.
Well, that seems like a natural place to end.
Hey, Brad, how's Australia going? It's your Aunt Gladys. People keep telling me I look just like the mushroom murder lady. Who is that? She sounds attractive. Okay, well, my beef Wellington's getting cold, so I better go eat. Yum, yum.